allegedly $19,000 when he was in California, y'all. So now all I'm saying to you, what's your number one mistake? If your brother didn't trust the nigga while he was alive, why do you and your mother trust him while he's gone? That was the number one fucked up. If your brother wanted him on paperwork, he would have been on paperwork while he was alive. Why would you make it your decision to put him on paperwork in the midst of his death? If anything, you should have made yourself the motherfucking manager. You should have been the direct manager and the contact to Empire and all these distributors and people that wanted Mo3 music. I would have been the direct line of contact if I was Cole Gotti. I would have signed myself over as the manager of my brother and told my mother to sign me on paperwork as the manager of Mo3. And I would have made, know what I would have made Rainwater? My consultant.
Yeah, but that's why it's so easy for people like Rainwater to come in, because you're looking at him like he's the direct handler of business, whether you know what his job was or not. You're looking at he was the next person handling his business, right? So
next to the kin he was.
Right. So next to who?
Next to once Mo3 died.
Yes,
they signed.
Right, they signed over. With
Cole Gotti said that once Mo3 died, he convinced his mom to sign paperwork to give Rainwater legal rights to represent Mo3.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that it's kind of that's looking into like family business, right? And we don't usually see that in these signs. So where someone else takes up and says, you know what, I'm going to be executor of my brother's estate and I'm going to do, you don't really get that. You look for people who probably don't know or just throwing their hands up to it. So look, well,
Miss Nicole was the executive at the time.
Right.
Miss Nicole, his mother, was the executive at the time. Remember, she ended up losing the executiveship.
Mm-hmm.
But she was the executive at the time. She was the one that made the decision where Cole Gotti, this is why I say where he used Cole Gotti. He made Cole Gotti think that he was going to get him a deal.
And he convinced
him to, make your mom, make me a manager. Now put me on paperwork. Because if Miss Nicole put me on paperwork now, what does that do? I can help get you a contract. So he was lying the whole time to Cole Gotti. The butter Cole Gotti up, make Cole Gotti think I'm going to get you a deal. I'm going to get you a deal. But behind Cole Gotti back, he going to the labels and telling him, nah, don't fuck with him. Mo3 didn't fuck with him for a reason. He ain't got his head screwed on tight. Yeah. He in and out of jail, right? Yeah. But so now Cole Gotti convinces his mother to sign the paperwork, right? But the whole time they not thinking our son Melvin didn't have him on paperwork. Our son Melvin, we didn't even know this nigga while Melvin was with this nigga. So why are we just on an automatically sign Melvin away to this nigga while he dead if Melvin didn't want his life in his hands while he was alive? This is why I say the signs be right in your face and y'all niggas don't even be paying attention to it. This is another example where the sign was in their face. The sign was in their face. God gave you the sign because Mo3 he wasn't on no paperwork with this nigga. That would have been my first sign as a father. They've been like, hell no, you ain't getting paperwork. What we're going to do is find somebody that can manage the estate. We're going to find somebody that can manage Mo3 properly now that he's alive, a real manager. Because obviously he didn't think you was a manager or you would have been on paperwork. You ain't even got no managerial company. You see what I'm saying? Rainwater didn't start doing these managerial things and trying to get companies and do this shit until after Mo3 died. That's when he hurried up and tried to get a DBA and do this and do that because he was trying to make himself look good real quick. So I could look like I'm legit. But in all actuality, Rainwater was committing tax fraud for 2-3 years because all that money that he was collecting on Mo3, he wasn't paying taxes on that. He didn't have a W-2 with Mo3. Never had a W-2. Anything he got from Mo3 was just hand to hand. You see what I'm saying? That was a friendship relationship.
Right. So prove how much I got.
So who really used who? This is why I say I can never trust a nigga like Rainwater because you really used Cole Gotti to get him comfortable to get up under his mother just so you can get access to the fucking what? Managerial status. Once you got managerial status, now what do? Now I snake the baby mamas against the mama. Because once I become the manager, you can't take me out of my contract. So, because it's going to come with clauses and all types of shit. So now what do? I get into the baby mothers. I convince them that the mama ain't no good for what we got going on. She's going to be the problem. She's stealing money. She's taking care of her son. Now you cause confusion between the baby mamas. And you know baby mamas and mamas never really like each other anyway, right? So how easy is that to do? This nigga literally was the puppet master between everybody. This nigga Rainwater low-key was the puppet master between every fucking body. And how do we know that? Because Rainwater was also the same one who went to the music producer 2 months before Mo3 died and told him that he needed Mo3 music behind Mo3 back. So he was already preparing for Mo3 to die. Allegedly, that's what the music producer said, because he was like, Mo3 didn't have no acknowledgement that he came to him for the music. So he was like, why was he coming to me for his music? That's why I said it's a lot of snakes in this motherfucker. A whole bunch of snakes around Mo3. Whole bunch of snakes. And sometimes the snakes also come out when you die. They reveal themselves when you die. Why? Because guess what I realized that snakes do in real life? Eat on other snakes. Eat on other snakes. Because as soon as you die, guess what the other snakes do? They come on, they start eating on top of you. And guess what happened when Mo3 died? Rainwater started eating on top of him. Kogati started trying to eat on top of him. Pay attention. Look how many people started eating on top of Mo3 after he died. Look at that. Look how many people started eating on Mo3 after he died. What you said, Virginia said, that's not the manager who stole money, it was the one who was a month ago. What up, Gina? That's why I said, all you gotta do is pay attention. Pop game. Check this, y'all. Watch this.
I'm like young in the house, can't even help. Like, damn. Cause Music Brother, one of them niggas, old ass nigga in the hood. Like, all three partners out there though. Like, I come home and tell them, like, man, your partner made this shit that list. Even though I done watched it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't that I can do though. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Beto, but Beto. Everybody outside of his clique and inside of his clique. You know what I'm saying? He's getting to all his partners. And everybody had what they felt like 3 should have been doing for them. You know what I'm saying? Then you got this nigga, bro, I listen to everybody interviews. Everybody, if you listen, everybody say Rain said this, Rain said. You got this type of shit to where 3 the type of niggas, if he feels some type of way with you, he done heard you said this type of whole ass shit about him, I'm finna just cut you off. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't answer my phone. But they were super cool. And then it was like 3 was getting to it with the whole camp. Like literally every single nigga in the entourage, 3 getting into it with him. I done been in the hotel with niggas, because 3 gonna get his own hotel. I done been in the hotel with the entourage trying to talk niggas like to some sense. Like, bro, this how bro work. This how bro act. Yeah. Like me and all of Vito, Pablo Grams, nigga June, Brody, all of them. It was that time to where everybody feels some type of way. You know what I'm saying? And like instead of like addressing that shit to bro, they start talking shit. Now 3 on some. So like I said,
Nobody liked it 3. You hear Cole Gotti? Nobody liked it 3. Polo Grams, Beto. These are all people that's around 3 at the time. This is all the people that was in codeine music. Everybody that was around at the time. None of these niggas liked it 3. To the point where 3 used to have to go get his own hotel room, gang. He got to go get his own hotel room. I got to go get my own hotel room because I'm arguing with niggas and y'all niggas never liked me, my nigga. What type of man, nigga, you chilling with enemies. Niggas don't fuck with you. Niggas always looked at you like you was a nigga that wasn't from Dallas. They always looked at you as a nigga that wasn't from Dallas, a nigga that was trying to be like them, a nigga that couldn't dress like them. They just, like they said, you was just a good rapping ass nigga. They wanted your females, all that. You was just a good rapping ass nigga. Pay attention. You could see his own brother had a little animosity towards him. If you pay attention, I read people when they talk. You can see the animosity that's in his brother heart. But this is what happens when you get played, my nigga. When you get played. Cole Gotti got played just like Mo 3 got played. Cole Gotti was supposed to get a deal out of this shit. The deal never happened. That's why Cole Gotti will never fuck with Rainwater again. That's why he look at Rainwater like Rainwater's a scumbag. And then you got to ask yourself, Cole Gotti, what type of nigga is you when you knew the whole time that Don and number 7 wasn't even signed to HSM? Like, what type of nigga is you, man? Like, bro, this is why I say all y'all is some snakes, my nigga. Because this nigga knew the whole time. Cole Gotti knew the whole time that when Don and number 7 received half the day advancement, that the other half didn't go to his mama. He knew that the estate didn't get that money, but he chose to keep it a secret and not tell Don and number 7. So I got a question for you, Cole Gotti. How much money did Rainwater give you to not say nothing? You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of promises being said that niggas is not talking about, bro. Ain't no way you just gonna keep a secret like that. You know this nigga got a deal off of Don and number 7 through Empire. And this is why I say niggas is grimy too, right? Because if Mo 3 was alive, who would have got that percentage of that money out of that deal? Mo 3 and HSM, right? How do you let a nigga snake your mama and the estate out of a deal? What is he promising you? You see what I'm saying? What was Rainwater promising Cole Gotti to get Cole Gotti to convince his mother to let Don and number 7 out the contract? See, this is what a lot of people don't know. That whole number 7 and Don beef with Rainwater, that was all put together. That was all a play. Yes. Rainwater literally put that play together so he could get Miss Nicole to release them. So he can make it look like he didn't want to work with him, that it's looking good. It's going to be bad for Mo 3. It's not right for Mo 3. It's not good on his name. What we doing for Mo 3, we got to let him go, Miss Nicole, right? And then Miss Nicole Gotti talks to his mother, convinces Miss Nicole to release Don in number 7. And guess what Rainwater goes and does under her back? He goes and brokers a deal with Empire and takes half of their money. This is why Miss Nicole say Rainwater will get his day. Because he is a snake between fucking snakes. You convince my son to convince me to let Don and number 7 go from the contract just so you could sign him to Legendary? See, a lot of niggas ain't even paying attention. Just so you can sign them. Broker a deal with Empire and leave HSM out of the deal. Just so you can sign them. Broker a deal and leave HSM out. He didn't even give Miss Nicole nothing. Nothing. And guess what Cole Gotti did? Cole Gotti kept it a secret. That's why Cole Gotti was so mad. That's why Cole Gotti don't like Rainwater. That's why Cole Gotti so upset with Rainwater. Because he got fucking played. You convinced your mama to release 2 of Mo 3 best artists. She could have brokered that deal. She could have been the one that got a cut off of that deal. How the fuck Rainwater get a cut off of their deals and ain't do shit? This nigga ate off of Mo 3 while Mo 3 was laying dead in the grass. Y'all better pay attention, my nigga. That's the snakiest way to eat off a nigga in this business. That's crooked. That's the shit we be talking about. That's the same shit Young Thug was talking about in the motherfucking recordings. That's worse than what QC was trying to do to Lil Baby. That's worse than what Lil Baby was trying to do with Scooter Braun. Nigga, don't use my little brother to snake my mama out of my artist. How much money did you give Cole Gotti for that? Did you tell Cole Gotti you was going to get him signed for that? Did you tell him he was next? What'd you tell Cole Gotti? That's why Cole Gotti whooped motherfucking Rainwater ass at the motherfucking album release party. Niggas want to know the truth. That's why Rainwater got beat up on. That's why. That's why everybody jumped him. That's why Cole Gotti told him, say one more thing, and I'm gonna grab you by your throat. Niggas already knew it was a play for the underplay. A play for the underplay. That's why I said all you gotta do is pay attention to these niggas, man. Pay attention.
So fuck y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? Then you got that go to. Now y'all on interview saying fuck him. Yeah. Now we beefing. Yeah. Now I get into Yayo and them. This your people. You know what I'm saying? Now it's fuck you and them niggas. Now it's real smoke out here. Now it's you fucking with the ops. Now it's, you know what I'm saying? Now it's just a domino effect. Yeah. Fuck you. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure. Yeah. Damn, that shit crazy though, cause I ain't gonna lie, that nigga 3 really had a solid squad of niggas around him when they come back, especially on some like rap shit. Like them niggas was actually hard. Like I look at the artists that 3 fuck with, regardless if you fill out with them or not. Like them niggas was talented. Like 3 found some talent, and he could say like, "Bitch, you hard." Like 3 did something. I feel like when he did a show at the House of Blues, sold out show. It was nothing but local Dallas artists opening up for him, bro.
It was nothing but local artists opening up for 3 because 3 wasn't a hater. 3 wasn't a hater. That's the difference between 3 and them niggas and the other side. Like 3 would say the other side. 3 was helping little niggas. 3 had niggas around him that was nobodies. The other side had to have all types of niggas and celebrities and niggas that was the man in their city. They wanted to be around a whole bunch of niggas that wanted to be the man so they could feel like the man. It's a difference between niggas that gotta be around niggas so they could feel like that nigga. And it's a difference between a nigga like Mo 3 that stood alone and that was able to walk amongst niggas that was less than him. It's a difference. I think them the niggas that's the man. Niggas that ain't afraid to walk amongst the lions and the motherfucking the bears and the tigers in the jungle. The other side, them niggas act like they can only be around niggas that was getting money. When you ain't, man, look at the difference. Look at them real life street interviews of Mo 3 and look at it with the other side. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. When you saw Mo 3 interview, he had Bubba in the background. He had No Flaw Peach and his brother. Big difference. That's the shit that Rainwater didn't like. Let's keep it real. That's the shit Rainwater didn't like. Was Mo 3 wouldn't let go to his little niggas, of his little niggas. When a motherfucker got more love for them than you, it's a problem. And that's what he didn't like. This nigga got more love for him than me. And I'm the one helping him. You know how these niggas do. You know how these niggas do. But I'm about to show y'all something. Watch this though. Watch this. Let me get to this part I want y'all to hear.
Real shit, like.
And he top of Dallas, niggas couldn't deny it, but it's just like, I'll just be in the background, people.
Like, let me ask you this. Do you feel like Rain was the reason that they really felt like how they did?
I say Rain and Yayo.
Okay.
Yayo is icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
I agree.
Even with the Rain, that's what I'm saying. But I ain't want to just say it, but you said it, so fuck it. Yeah. You got niggas saying shit like, who said this, who doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to it like, bitch, you need to watch these niggas. But it's like, hindsight, once I done heard their side of the story too, I be tapped in when niggas talking. But yeah, it be that little shit that, you know, like 3 type of nigga, once again, if it's fuck me, I ain't finna care to have a conversation.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like with when multiple.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. You just need a concept and a way to record it. Here's how.
Mo 3 and Trap Boy Freddy fell out. I feel like Trap Boy really hurt by that. On some real shit.
Both of them was. See, 3 just stand on street shit to where it's like, if we say we partners behind closed doors, I just got into real smoke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just got into some real smoke. Once it's real smoke, you gotta pick a side. Yeah. This shit go with me, my partners, all them niggas. I don't cut nigga family members out to this day. Like, cause it's real smoke out here to where it's like, nigga, like it ain't even no explanation for like playing both sides.
So as you see, Cole Gotti was very aware that Mo 3 was big on you gotta pick a side. You can't be cool with my ops. You can't be shaking hands with my enemies. And one thing we do know, when Rainwater got his ass beat that night at the club, what was he doing, gang? What was Rainwater doing the night that he got his ass beat at the club? Kicking it with the ops. See, this is what a lot of people ain't gonna tell y'all. This is part of the story that people keep secret. Nobody never asked themselves, well, you know, what was Rainwater even doing in the club with them niggas? You do know that strip club, but so big. What was Rainwater even, my nigga? He was kicking it with the ops. Secret meetings. Secret meetings behind Mo3 back. This nigga Rainwater always played them niggas close. He always had secret conversations. Bro, he still talk to Trap Boy Freddy to this day. Rainwater still talks to Trap Boy Freddy on the phone to this fucking day. And Trap Boy Freddy made music about Mo3. He disrespected Mo3. And we done heard Big E out of her mouth on Real Life Street Stars, out of her own mouth, say that she was on a 3-way call with Trap Boy Freddy and Rainwater when Rainwater was trying to sign her. And Rainwater was called Trap Boy Freddy on 3-way to prove to her that it wasn't no beef. Pay attention. This came out of Big E mouth. This came out of the Big E, the female that Big X the Plug wanted to sign. Came out of her mouth. She said that she was scared to sign with Rainwater because she didn't want to have no beef in the city. She said Rainwater got her on 3-way with Trap Boy Freddy. All three of them was on 3-way call. And he was trying to co-sign, get a co-sign from Trap Boy Freddy that it ain't no beef between them. Ain't no smoke. So Mo3 had to die. Mo3 had to die for Rainwater not to have no smoke in Oak Cliff. Y'all got to pay attention. For Rainwater to have a clean face card again.